Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tammy of Makeup by Tammy, and I'm here today to do something a little bit different. One day I sat down and I was like, you've done so well for yourself, and I'm this kind of person that I always reflect. I do a lot of reflection, and I always, pat myself on the back whenever I do anything at all. I don't even care how crazy it is, how small it is, how big it is. I always reward myself. I always reward myself. Yeah, so I know there were moments where my parents had to borrow money to ensure I had the best education. So what I made sure I did was I made sure I did not disappoint them, especially in my educations and in terms of morals. I made sure I finished with good grades in school. When I was in secondary school, I had to repeat a class because I went into secondary school extremely young. Like I didn't even, like in primary school, I left from primary 4 to JS1. Like I didn't go to primary 5 or primary 6. So when I got to secondary school at first, I was struggling in my junior class. But when I repeated SS1, things changed for me, and since then I felt like, okay, now I am going at the right pace. And I still finished secondary school at a very young age. I still finished at 15. I got into university almost immediately. I did my pre-degree, and then I went to a private school. I studied my 4-year course. I studied mass communication, and then in school I ensured like I was focused on my books because I knew how difficult it was for them to get my school fees. I remember one time I was going back to school and my dad had to take me to his friend's house. The man was owing my father money, and my father took me there like, this girl is meant to resume school today. I'm not leaving your house until you give me this money to pay this girl's school fees today. And I was very young then. I didn't understand what was going on. But now that I do, it all makes sense to me. But what I just knew was, as young as I was, I just didn't want to disappoint anybody. I wanted to just be able to come out and say, hey, I made my parents happy. And then when I finished school, I finished with a second class upper, and I was like, oh, great, you've done this now. It's time for you to like use this to do something good for yourself. And then from then on, I was on a roll. I wasn't waiting on anybody to help me. God being good, my other dad helped me to ensure like I served in Lagos. Like he took it on his head. Like he made sure like this girl, she's not going out of Lagos. And from there I was in Lagos, and for some reason NYSC camp I got posted into a bank, and I got to the bank, and after my NYSC I was still working there as a contract staff. And then from then I didn't want to work in a bank, but I didn't want to stay at home jobless because I knew there was nobody going to help me, So I was hustling. I was hustling, I was struggling, and I was doing all these things on my own. Like nobody knew like I was doing those things. I did not want to disappoint myself. I don't want to use the word a waste, but I wanted to do something, I just wanted to just do something. And then I was looking for jobs, and then I got a job in an advertising agency, and it was a marketing job. I was jumping from bus to bus finding clients for these people. I got 1 or 2 clients for them, but even at that I didn't stop. I kept looking for jobs here and there. I would apply. Look, I studied mass communication. I would apply for engineering jobs. I would apply for tech jobs, just so that my CV would go to every company. And I'm like, you never can tell. Let every HR, every company have my CV. You don't know when they'll need your services or whatever. And then I got called for an interview in Jumia, which is a company or platform, online platform in Africa right now. And I got called. I went for the interview because I had applied for so many jobs. I did not even remember when I applied for the job. I got called. I went for the interview, and I got the job. The interview was another thing, but I got the job. And where I was working before, they were owing me salary. Till tomorrow, they didn't even call me to tell me, you know, all this happened about 7 years ago. You know, I wasn't even called to even say, hey, we owe you money, this. As soon as I left, the boss was just like, oh, bye. And I got to Jumia, and I started as a customer care agent, like an agent, like a customer service agent. Like, hello, my name is Temi. Thank you for calling Jumia.com. How may I help you today? Like that's what I was doing, and you know, I was okay with it, you know, and the salary was coming in, and I started from the scratch. For some reason, things happened, and I was impressing all my managers, and I kept growing, and I grew to become a manager myself, you know. And it was in 6 years I had a promotion, change of department, and then we started a new department. Anyway, so many things have happened in my life. I can't start saying everything. And then, where am I going to? One day, I just sat down and I thought about it. I'm going to be 30 in January, and I've had pressure on me to get married. Not like I haven't been in relationships like that. I've been in a couple of relationships. I've been with good people. I know one thing that I do is I don't date bad people. Like I'm very, very picky when it comes to the men that I'm in relationships. And I'm not even talking about I was with you for 2 months, we're trying to see if I'm talking about real relationships that lasted like a year and above. And I always go for good people. But the truth of the matter is, I've learned over the years, not all good people are good for you. You know, I just found out that at 30, I'm still single. And when I mean single, I'm not married. That's what I'm saying. And it's very sad that in this part of the world, I don't know, I haven't lived in any other country before. I've been to other countries, but I haven't lived. But I know this part of the world, we pressure ladies so much. The pressure is just so much. The pressure is just so freaking much. And many people are in wrong marriages today. I have a lot of friends that complain bitterly. I have people that call me, they're unhappy in their marriages. Some people have had the confidence to walk out. Some people cannot. They don't know where to go to. They don't know where to start from. You know. But for some reason, I'm still single at 30. And unfortunately, the kind of society that we live in, single at 30, no matter what you've achieved in your life, seems like it doesn't mean shit to the society if you're not married or if you don't have kids. And that's what I've been going through. I go for family events and they're like, how far now? Like, I have younger cousins that are married and they're like, oh girl, I do dates here, we're waiting for your own tea, no a deal. You know, I'm like, dude, you don't even know what I'm going through in my business life. You don't know what I'm going through in my career. You don't know what I'm going through at work. You don't know what I'm going through spiritually. You don't know what I'm going through financially. You don't know what I'm going through spiritually, physically. You're bothered about an IV. You're bothered about, oh, let's go for wedding, let's buy a shrubby, and let's get married or whatever. Honestly, it's not like I don't want to get married, but what I'm not going to do is rush into something and rush out. That is what I am not going to do. Rush in and rush out. What I'm going to do is keep living my life and let God lead me to the right place at the right time. Ain't no rush in bed. And a day, on a Saturday, I sat down and I composed a message to the society, I guess. And I was like, you know, this is how people see me. I'm going to be 30 in January. This is how people see me. Everybody sees me as somebody who's not married and who doesn't have kids. But that's not who I am. That doesn't define who I am. I am a successful 30-year-old woman. That's who I am. I'm not rich. I am not rich financially, but I am rich in all other aspects of life. In the voice and in the words of the great Nene Leakes, I am a rich bitch. Okay? So many things I have achieved that nobody cares about it. I can't even tell anybody because I know it doesn't mean anything to them. I uploaded this post on my Instagram. I don't know. It got to like the largest online blog in Nigeria and it went viral. It went viral. I was receiving phone calls. I had a lot of messages, a lot of DMs, a lot of WhatsApp, a lot of emails. I even say I have a lot of emails I've not responded to. God help me that I'm able to respond to everything. The long and short of it all, I had to remind myself that, Timmy, this is who you are right now, and you've done well for yourself. And if nobody is going to tell you you've done well, okay, then you tell yourself you've done well, and let that keep you moving. The feedback was so positive. It was so freaking positive. Like, and I got a lot of messages from so many people going through the same thing, even in other countries. So many people going through the same thing, and they're like, hey, this is me as well. I'm like, girl, forget about those people. When you're in problems, you're not going to see them. When you're in problems, they're going to be blaming you for the problems you have. Say, I'm thankful for everything that has happened. I just got that validation, like I am doing something right with my life. Like the first day, I didn't even believe like it was happening. Like I didn't even know what was happening. I was checking my phone and my phone was just buzzing. I'm like, okay, cool. By the second day, and I saw like it was crazy. Like the impact was so, it hit me. And I had even celebrities sending me messages. I had celebrities sending me messages and encouraging me, and some of them wanted to meet with me. I met with somebody. I got 1 or 2 gifts here and there. I want to say to the single ladies out there, find something you love and just do it. If it's making you money, if it's not making you money, if it is slow, if it is, find something you love and do it. I have a lot of people sending me messages like, hey, I'm hardworking, but it's not yielding results. Don't give up. Remember, you are meant to work smart, not work hard. Trust me, there are days on Mondays that everybody's rushing to work. I'm at home and I'm sleeping. But I know I've worked my job already. Sometimes in one day, all I need to do is just one phone call. One phone call. And I'm done for that day. And it has been a productive day with just that one phone call. Revamp the way you work. Don't work hard, work smart. Don't waste your money. If you want to have a meeting and you don't have to be there, there's some meetings you don't have to be there. Don't waste your money on Uber. Don't waste your money on fuel. The internet is there. You can have Google Hangout calls. You can have Skype calls now. I'm a consultant to e-commerce startups and logistics companies that are startups. And yes, I am. And I got a lot of messages from people saying that, oh, I want to start my own company. I want to this. And I ask some questions and they don't even know the answer. You want to have your own online company. Some of you want to start your own business online and you haven't even shopped on Jumia or Konga. Let's talk of Amazon and the others. I'm thankful for everything. A very big thank you. And this video is getting too long. Do not forget to follow me on Instagram. It's at Makeup by Timmy. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I love you. Send me an email if there's anything you want to talk about. Do not let the society bring you down. You are not doing anything wrong. You are doing what is best for you. Okay? Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I hope I haven't blabbed too much. I love you. Take care.